Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown and Analysis for Monday, the 13th of November 2023. We'll be breaking down chart and show the exact zones who are to close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the previous weekly candle, the weekly closed extremely bullish, respecting the recent weekly resistance, and it looks like we're getting some sort of a correction from this strong bullish momentum that we've had last month. Now we're looking on a monthly time frame. The monthly candle so far is retracing, respecting the previous monthly high. And actually, we've explained earlier in the month, we've explained for price to continue bullish, something fundamentally has to change because this is a strong level on the high time frame. The 2000 level, this is a very strong key level on the high time frame. Especially what we can see here is we have multiple monthly rejection, weak rejection to the upside. And now looking at the daily candle for Friday, the daily candle closed bearish, breaking below the recent daily support formed on Thursday and forming a new daily resistance formed around 1959-900. And actually something really interesting we've had on the breakdown analysis posted for Wednesday. So something I've explained earlier in the week last week is we've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday daily candle closing bearish. Now we've expected to see the pullback, and I've actually predicted these two daily candles. I've predicted the daily candle for Thursday to form a weak daily support. As we can see, the Thursday daily candle closed bullish, forming a weak daily support, and also predicted the daily candle for Friday to break below this daily support and continue bearish. And you can always go back to the analysis posted for Wednesday last week to basically for Thursday, and you can see how we've broke down these analyses. And now to break down the chart and looking at the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here is we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 1935-400. The most recent 4-hour resistance formed all the way up to 1959-500. Dropping down to the hourly time frame, and now what we can see, we have a same level of support. We have a new level of resistance on the hourly time frame around 1942-400. Dropping down to the 5-minute time frame, again now we have another level of support, and that is around 1933-600. We have a similar level of resistance. I know we do have this 5-minute resistance, but again, this is a small range. So looking at the 50-minute time frame, now this looks really messy. So now to identify the no trade zone, and I would say potential buys could be above 1942-400, above this hourly resistance. I'd say a much better potential buys could actually be above this previous 1-hour support. But anyways, we still have this range. So I'd say potential buys could be above 1942-400, above this 1-hour resistance. And for potential sells, what we need to do is wait for price to break and close below this 5-minute support, below 1933-600. And this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. And going back to the daily, the daily time frame, the first thing we can identify here, before this daily resistance, we have this previous daily support formed around 1950-500. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have this recent 4-hour support around 1948-200. Drop it down to the hourly time frame. We have this week. I'd say we do have this 1-hour resistance, but we need to pay attention to what's going on the left. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, again, this is a range on the 5-minute time frame, and that's the same thing on the 50-minute time frame as well. I would say the first target for buys could potentially be 1948-200, targeting this previous 4-hour support. The second target for buys, now we have this previous daily, actually the recent daily resistance formed around 1959. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have this previous 4-hour support around 1957-700. Looking at the hourly time frame, now what we can see, we have this 1-hour resistance around 1953-900. That's also a 30-minute resistance. More likely will be the same on the 50-minute resistance as well. 15-minute time frame. So I'd say the first target, the second target for sells could potentially be 1953-900, targeting this 5-minute resistance. And now to look for potential sells and going back to the daily. Actually, the weekly, let's have a look. So the weekly, the first thing we can see is price approaching this previous weekly resistance formed back in around 1925-300. Drop it down to the daily time frame. We have a daily support formed around 1918-600. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and looking on the left, and what do we see? We have this 4-hour support around 1922-300. This is a big range. In that case, we have this 4-hour resistance, previous resistance formed around 1927-200. And then we'll drop it down to the hourly time frame. Again, this is an hourly range. I would say the first target for sells could potentially be 1927,200, targeting this previous bar resistance. The second target for sells, now we could have the daily support formed around 19,400 as a second target for sells.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.